YouTube
Streamlabs.
YouTube was in 360 video.
Okay, I got the Streamlabs link open.
Go ahead and check YouTube now.
We good now.
It looks like VR for YouTube. I was wondering where the hell my shit was.
That shit was dope though. That shit was dope.
That's just funny. We're gonna have to shoot a video like that just to see, like,
PinstripeStrong on drugs.
On drugs.
All right.
Guys, we good with the visuals? We good with the sounds, or there's some other shenanigan happening? I need to know.
Okay. Streamlabs is good. Twitch is good. YouTube is, where's the YouTube guy? 6 watching in YouTube, 7 watching in YouTube. YouTube is now good. Okay, now I'm going to tweet out all of these links.
Good.
That VR look should have been tweeted out too.
That VR shit look crazy, bro.
It was, and then I deleted it.
I got a screen grab. I got you.
All right, you have to delete that shit.
Like, yo, it's really zoomed in.
Guys, if you know, you know. If you were in here, if you were part of Noti Squad, then you know about the 3D video. Everybody else doesn't. You know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know about the 3D video
on YouTube.
What happened?
I'll be on YouTube like that. Not anymore. Yeah, once in a blue. Like if I have, like if a link is connected to something,
Man.
I'm on Twitch though. Always on Twitch.
Always on Twitch. Always on Twitch. And I'm 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 always on Twitch. And
always.
He took our job.
Hey, yo, DZ. He said, I went on YouTube and just saw Chris stretched out. Hey.
Chris getting stretched out. All right. Let us start this commemoration.
All right. Tweet it out
The
from
commemoration.
PinstripeStrong.
I'm hyped.
Retweeting from Keith _ McPherson, because the guy with Keith McPherson, one thing, doesn't even tweet and they won't give me the account.
Damn, sounds foul.
When's the VR dropping?
One day.
I don't know. I don't know when the VR is dropping. We'll see. If you were
I
part
seen the original.
If you were part of it, if you were part of the Noti Squad, then you know about the VR, guys.
Oh, yeah,
sure. Yeah.
So I found Chris McFly, the original Chris McFly. That shit hasn't been used since like 2013.
All right, go talk to him. All right.
And I like Chris McFly 28.
I'm signing him.
I want a ring.
Yeah. Guys, it is January 21st, and the Yankees are... What is the countdown here? You know what? Let me look at the countdown to see when is spring training. We are 24 days, 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 34, 33, 32, 31 seconds away from spring training.
28.
What?
Let's keep going.
It's 24 days, 3 hours, 6 minutes. What? Okay. All right.
Seconds. Yeah.
Yes, so we're 24 days away. What the hell? This guy's crazy. 24 days away as we start our countdown. Spring training. Man, fuck you, Chris, man. You took my whole... All right. Anyway, guys, let's get this shit started. Talk about what the Yankees did this week or didn't do, or as a whole bunch of smokes. The art of smoke and mirrors. PinstripeStrong.
Let's do it.
All right, Chris. Shit. Podcast. It is Thursday. Well, at the time of recording this, it's Thursday night. You guys are probably listening to this. Maybe it's Friday, or unless you're part of Noti Squad and you are part of the PinstripeStrong Army, and PinstripeStrong Army. You guys already know. You guys are on here live. Or maybe part of the PinstripeStrong Army, you just work in the morning. Listen, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We got some we got some merch for you guys coming specifically for PinstripeStrong Army members. Let you guys know what's up. But I am ready to start this week's episode.
And here we go.
And here we go. Let's go. We are joined here by Chris and Keith. And this episode is brought to you by you, the listener. One day we will have somebody sponsor this episode, and you will remember back at the time where you guys were the only people that were sponsoring us.
Bruh.
All right. How are you guys doing today?
It's funny. How you doing, Keith?
I'm good. Went to work today. Went to the office today. Got some stuff done today. Man, time is flying out here. It is
You sound like a rhyme.
the 21st. We're three weeks into
21st.
3 weeks into 2021.
You stupid.
And
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
and it's almost
Not
a week
stupid anymore.
since the Yankees signed DJ, since the Yankees signed Kluber. Yankee fans out there, we want more. We out here like, yo, we're not done. Job not done. Job not finished. So I'm good, but I guess I'm hungry. The hunger for more. Lloyd Banks.
Spring training's creeping up, man. Creeping. It's right around the corner, man. Baseball's almost there again. I don't start feeling it until the calendar turns into January. What the fuck?
February.
What am I saying?
You said the calendar turned into
what,
January.
What planet am I on? Anyway, I don't start feeling it until the. Hold on. All right, I don't start feeling it until the freaking calendar turns into February. And thank you. Yes. I got it right this time, guys. I got it right. And yeah. So once it turns into February 1, it's my birthday month. You know what I mean? February as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. In case you guys want to throw it out there. You know what I mean? You guys, birthdays out there. And Noah's birthday is this Friday as well. But let's be happy. Baseball's coming.
How old is Noah now?
You know
6,
what?
7?
He's about to turn 6.
6.
6. I'm telling you, man. It's 6.
We out of
Right here, baby. Hoodie, let's go.
Or I don't even think he
Got
sound
it.
like that anymore.
We outta
He's
here.
gonna come on this podcast.
We out of here, B.
He's gonna come on this podcast one day. Like, yo, my name, we out of here, sir. Excuse me.
It doesn't even sound good. It just sounds like another man just saying it.
Yo, we out of here, sir. All right, you good? You good? Yo, bro, you good? We out of here.
You good?
Damn, son, bro. Chill.
Relax.
Word. Facts. Yeah, so anyway, so what you guys got going on, man? You guys, what's good this week, man? I know the Yankees ain't, it feels like the Yankees ain't got shit going on, but so I might as well ask you guys what's going on, because goddamn.
Today's Thursday, right? It feels like I'm behind the day. Every day it feels like when it was Monday, I thought it was Sunday. When it was Sunday, I thought it was Saturday. Like this is like time, just like how Keith said, like this time is just weird right now. I don't know.
It's
just
moving fast, but it's also
and it's
moving
like,
slow.
It feels slow. Yeah, and then it feels slow because it's like we already on the 3 weeks into the year, and it's like, Joe just said getting into January, he's still stuck in December. I don't know. Time is just
Time's fake, bro.
I don't know what it is.
How somebody made it up? Be like, yo, that's just a second. Oh, you know what? This is an hour. Like it's like, bro, where you got that from?
Hey, look at the sun.
Where you say that 60 seconds a minute? Why?
What is an hour?
Yeah, well, the rotation and the Polaris and get out of here with that shit, bro.
Daddy, chill.
All right.
Icarus, when he flew to the sun.
Icarus.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yes.
I don't believe Icarus have anything to do with time.
I don't.
Yeah, man. So what's going on? It feels like there's been a lot of things going on, and it includes the Yankee, but not because they're in it, but by name. It seems like it's like, oh, the Yankees are on this person, they go somewhere else. The Yankees are on this person, they go somewhere else, and it's like, I mean, what's going on? A lot of shit going on this week.
I mean, the Yankees should be in every rumor, but some of these rumors Yankee fans start, and they have no merit at all. But man, it's fun. I was thinking about the power of Twitter, and you know, we talked about it. I don't think we talked about it on the last episode, but we talked about it on Twitter because the Reds GM, and we'll get to it in a minute. The Reds GM spoke out, but it's like back in the day when we were younger, we had to wait on ESPN Sports Center to tell us Alex Rodriguez signed the biggest contract in baseball history. Like, you didn't even get a little inkling of anything. You didn't hear anything. It just like got popped up on you either through the radio or the TV or the newspaper. Like, now with Twitter, as soon as something happens, everybody knows about it in minutes.
Everybody knows, but that also adds to people trying to be first. And trying to get the news out there first, to the point that they just, fuck up. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Ken Rosenthal fucked up on.
Yeah, a lot of deleting tweets.
On a couple. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, Kenny too? Big Kenny?
They rather be first than right. They rather be first than right.
My man said, hey, yo, Brantley, bro. Yo, Brantley to the Blue Jays. Excuse me? No.
Got my ass. They got me.
Bro, retweeting and yo, now I'm going to stop that shit. I'm going to stay low real quick, you know what I mean, until it's official. Because now with Kenny, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I remember back in the day, even in high school, I used to grab the newspaper. But not because of the news, but I want to see what was up with the Yankees, the schedule and everything like that. Like, me and Joe always, and everybody, we used to look scheduling and everything like that, was going on with the Yankees, news and shit like that. Like, I was, when I used to read. But now it's like everything is right there on your phone, like right quick, and you don't know what's real, what's not. It's getting crazy, man.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Damn, yo, this guy Chris out here talking about us like we fucking, like we Larry Rothschild and shit, you know what I mean? Shit looking sad, bro. Like, yeah, back in the day with the newspapers and we used to come together and curl up next to each other next to a campfire, and we would then talk.
Those were the days.
Yeah, Joe's would
now
come.
Everybody's on their Twitter.
He would come
on
back
the Twitter.
And, with his candlelight of his Nokia phone.
The internet. They don't call it internet. They call it computers. Your computers.
Yeah,
all these social networks and these computers.
Hey, shout out to Roddy Rebel.
Yeah, back then, the 2 train, they don't make these phones like they used to, the 2 train used to run over the Nokias, and that was good money after that shit ran over.
That's fucked up. In our 70s and 80s, we're gonna keep talking about the Nokias and how strong they are.
Bro, shit is strong,
Those
bro.
were the days.
That was my first phone, a Nokia.
It's still popping, B. It's still popping.
I threw that shit, bro. I threw that shit off
I used
the
to play
Empire
Snake.
State. Excuse me? Bro, you might kill somebody.
Murder them.
Yeah, that's not
Murder them. Man, we got some things we talk about, guys. We're seriously not serious, but we also seriously serious. And we got some things.
But before that,
talk about.
Chris, this episode, because I feel like I always forget, is brought to you by JomboyMedia! Bring in the Guile song. Guys, PinstripeStrong merch, become part of the PinstripeStrong army, and this is probably one of the only commercials for now that you will hear about PinstripeStrong until we get a little bit bigger. And trust me, we're not going to promote ourselves. Nobody is. So head to the JomboyMedia shop and cop your merch and get ready for the season coming up. You want to wear a bandana like Keith?
Ad. I just remembered the ad.
Facts.
Yo, I can kick this ad quickly.
Oh,
Pinstripe
shit. All right,
Strong
do it,
Army. Go get you a Pinstripe Strong Christmas sweater. Right now, shop.JomboyMedia.com, 25% off. We're doing a promotion. Winter is the promotion. If you put in the code WINTER, you'll get 25% off all the winter sweaters, all the Christmas sweaters. Basically, we know that we're in the midpoint of winter. We're, in the cold days. We're like, all right, let's move all these sweaters, crew necks, these Pinstripe Strong Christmas sweaters right there. Joe's got it for you. If you go to shop.JomboyMedia.com and you use the promo code WINTER, you get 25% off. Buy me one. I don't have one. I actually need to go order one. That's one Pinstripe Strong thing I don't have. I have all the like the hats and the bandanas and the shirts, but I don't have a Christmas sweater. So if you want to get a Christmas sweater for next year and be ahead of the game, once again, it's promo code WINTER for 25% off. Shop.JomboyMedia. The deal ends on the 24th, so Sunday. You got a couple days.
Well, forget Christmas, man. It's still cold out there, bro. Shit warm as hell, man. You wanna snuggle up,
Wear
you know
it to
what I mean?
spring training. Wear it to opening day. It's gonna be cold
sweating
out
and
here in the
shit.
beginning of the season. Pinstripe Strong Army merch. We're gonna have some new merch. We're gonna keep it running, but make sure you go to the shop. Use promo code WINTER. Shop.JomboyMedia.com. 25% off.
Word, get your money up, not your funny up.
Like
You
that.
heard?
And it's
You don't even have to wait for Christmas. We're gonna be back in the playoffs, man. Get it for the playoffs. We're gonna be back in the playoffs.
Word.
Facts.
I just,
Yeah, for the postseason.
it's funny. Speaking of that, I just got the Pinstripe Strong mug. Man, we plugging like crazy. And it looks cool, bro. It's nice. I had to get
It's really nice.
I had to get the taller one though, because the little one didn't really hold too much.
I got the taller one too. I drink my coffee out of it every morning. And then, I did that video talking about the fan cave in the morning. I had the Pinstripe Strong mug. Like, it's clean.
Nice.
It's clean.
It is.
Look at love that.
You know, we do got news because we do talk about the Yankees and the world of baseball.
You want to talk about baseball's yeet?
Oh shit! You should have. Shit. Let me get the. Where the hell's the sound drop? Oh my god.
The biggest, one of the biggest yeets of all time.
Word.
Talking about yeet, but we want to start with Cameron or nah, my guy. We got some
All right.
Cameron or nah, my guy.
All right.
Some caring or
All
nah.
right.
Hey, some caring or nah. Hey. It's time for caring or nah. You heard? Michael Brantley back with the Astros after saying psych to the Blue Jays. Wow, that shit was crazy. Are we caring about this or nah?
The Blue Jays were like.
Shut up and take my money.
And he was like, "Boo, you suck. I'm good on you. My guy. Thank you. And I'm gonna sign with
Bitch, you guessed it. You was right.
Heating ass Astros. Let me go ahead and go back over there right now because everybody's leaving, so I might as well be the only one out there."
I'm gonna get some playing time, baby. Go. Sign. But are you guys surprised the amount that he signed for? 32? Or 2?
I'm not
16 mil
surprised.
a year?
I'm not surprised at all. Brantley is one of the better hitters in the league. He commands about $16 million a year. I think I was talking to Adam King about what Brantley would command when this dropped. We thought the Blue Jays were going to pay him because George Springer went over there. Him and Springer playing for the Astros. Springer leaves the Astros. He's trying to bring Brantley with him. They announced it. Hazel May announced it. Hazel May is a TV host, sports broadcaster. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. She thought she broke it. And they said, no. Brantley said, I'm good here in Houston where it's warm. I'm not about to go play in Buffalo in the minor league field. You know,
Buffalo.
Jim Crane said, I can get you that $32 million again. That's the same deal he just had. 2 years, $32 million. He just signed another 2 years, $32 million. Michael Brantley should have been more paid than this. As good of a hitter as he is, he should have had more money over the last few years. But either way, good to not see him on the Toronto Blue Jays. That would have been a problem. That lineup, I was shook. I was like, now we have to get a starting pitcher.
Word. When that shit happened, I was like,
Oh, hell no.
oh
And the thing is that it came after them signing Springer, right? And there was this talk about, well, you know, they're besties and all that. He's gonna go to Toronto, blah, blah, blah.
And Kirby Yates.
And obviously, yeah, and all that Kirby and, you know, all that shit.
And Chatwood.
But what was the Springer thing? As soon as when the Springer news came out, I was talking wild shit to Joe. Like, you see, I told y'all, yo, threat, they're gonna be a threat. Crazy.
Oh,
and then that shit came out with Brantley. I was like, oh shit, man, that's just gonna be. But yeah, man, can't win them all. You can't get them all. I'm so glad he's not in the East, but we're still gonna have to face him, just not 16, 18, 19 times, whatever it is.
6 years, 150 for George Springer to go play in Buffalo. He's a UConn guy, Connecticut guy. He said he wanted to come home for the rest of his career. I guess Buffalo, Toronto is close enough, but they said the Mets offered 6 years, 120, and he wasn't going for it. Blue Jays get him with $30 million more, and we'll have to face him. We'll see you soon, George. We didn't forget about the trash can banging, you cheating ass.
Yeah, I mean, homie got the bag, man. But that's what it's about.
Bringing that shit to Buffalo.
I mean, I'm happy for him.
Obviously,
one of my homies pitched at West Virginia. Shout out to my man Zeke. Zeke pitched at West Virginia when George was at UConn. I think he said he struck him out, but that's a likely story from a college pitcher that's watching a guy go and cash out and get 6 years, $150 million. My dude Zeke does all right for him. So
why you killing him like that?
$150 million. That's a
shit.
All the Springers are getting money. Jerry getting money.
Make some noise.
Yeah, I mean, so the Blue Jays had an active week.
Next four.
What?
They did.
Yeah.
Also, the Twins.
What?
The Twins had an active week.
What they did?
They signed an old friend. Are we caring about this or not, guys?
Nah.
Former Blue Jay, J.A. Happ.
What?
J Happ to the Twins.
What?
It was a 2 year. I know there was a mistake between a 2 year deal or was a 1 year deal. Was it a 2 year deal or was it a 1 year deal?
It was a 2 year deal, I thought.
Okay, because the article says 1 year, $8 million.
Maybe it's a 1 year flyer on him. Yeah, 1 year, $8 million. Maybe there's an option.
Yeah, maybe there's something. There's an $8 million deal with a veteran left-hander, J Happ. Are we caring about this or not, guys?
Meh. I would have cared if he would have signed like with an AL East team. Then I would have been like, all right, yo.
The Blue Jays.
Like my thing, no, not the Blue Jays. I was thinking like, oh shit, he's gonna sign. He's gonna sign with the Rays, and they gonna make him be a thorn in our side all next year. You know what I mean? Be frustrating, but now I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
I mean, he's just doing what Michael Pineda did.
Yeah.
The Yankees go sign with the Twins. I think we've seen some other players do that. We'll see. I would love to see J Happ. I would love for us to play the Twins and we draw J Happ during that series, whether it's at our place or their place.
Bro, I just need him to talk. I just need him to talk his shit, Keith. That's what I want, bro. Just come out and just be like, yo, the Yankees sauce me and create that little controversy so I can talk about it, bro. That's what I want to hear, bro.
He wants to. He wants to talk about
do
game
that
2 and how he was treated and what came about, and he didn't really have much of a decision on it coming out of the bullpen. He wants to. Maybe he'll do a tell-all.
Yeah, or he could do it right before the game.
The ALDS.
Yeah, or ALDS, not regular season game, right? Bro, regular season game, because you know he getting smacked in the playoffs, bro.
If we face him like 3 or 6 times, I mean, there is a possibility we don't see him, depending on how the schedules work. You know, sometimes like rain outs and all that shit. But if we see him, and then that's when they're gonna magnify the rivalry and all the Twins never beat the Yankees, and then that's when Pap talks his shit.
Slay the Dragon. I would love for him to pitch in like game 3 of the ALDS. Sure.
Yeah,
Sevy versus Happ.
Get rocked.
Bro, he talks his shit and then
it was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Smack it left and right, you know what I mean? People going up there, not even looking at like that Bugs Bunny shit where he's not even looking at the ball. He just goes like that and he just hits it out and shit. Like,
shit, like WWE like come out, talk his wow. I want him to talk wild shit because it just makes it that much better. It makes it that much better. I want him to talk his shit, but he's a veteran. Maybe not. Maybe he'll prove it on the mound. Let's see.
He's a quiet guy for the most part, but I get the feeling by the way his Yankee tenure ended and he didn't get that extra money he thought he was gonna get. He's got a bone to pick with Cashman and co.
Yeah, I mean,
low key for a topic that we don't care about. We talk.
Yeah, I give a shit.
Spend that time on it. Next on Caring or Not.
Dale, Chris.
Padres. They land Joe Musgrove.
I'm so impressed with
And,
that team.
is it a what?
I'm just so impressed
Is
with
it a
that
five?
team.
Is it a 5-man trade or 6-man trade? Padres go to San Diego. Musgrove goes to San Diego Padres. Are we caring about this or not?
I care because they're making
Not really.
I tell you why I care. I care because these are like the kind of moves that I want to see the Yankees make, like the straight all in shit. Like sometimes it just feels like the Yankees kind of pussyfoot around. Like I can't call them cheap because they're not cheap. I can't call them, you know what I mean? Because they're obviously investing in this payroll. This dude said, oh, they spent over $2 trillion. I don't know. But goddamn, man, like sometimes I want the Yankees. Like they just remade their whole rotation in one offseason, B. One. They brought in you Darvish. They bring in freaking Joe Musgrove, which for some reason I think Bob Nightingale, who nobody believes ever, my man said, "Oh, they got another ace." I'm like, "Whoa, pop! That's an ace. Come on, what are we doing here? That's an ace."
Wild. He's good, and he could probably be a lot better. But to call him an ace right now at this very moment, I think that's irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm good on that. But you know, they get him, they get Snell, they traded for
Darvish.
No.
Snell, Darvish. They already had Chris Paddock.
They had Chris Paddock and Lamet, but the other guy, fuck man, why am I? The guy that they got from the Indians. Why the hell? Clevenger.
Oh yeah, and he's hurt this year, but he's also
got hurt.
hurt.
Yeah, so it's like
that was at the deadline. They
signed them. Yeah, they signed.
They've been all in.
They're like, I'm trying to, but the energy. This is the energy. I'm trying to cash in on these prospects because prospects are suspects, and let me go out there and find out what I'm going to do. And you know what? He still keeps his top four in his his top four in his whole organization in terms of prospects, and they're trading away all of these guys. These are all in moves, and sometimes it feels like Cashman wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to win the trade with bum prospects like, I don't know, Rob Refsnyder or some shit, and try to get fucking who's this guy? I don't know. Give me an example of like
Luis Castillo.
All right, fine, yeah, Castillo, which is another thing, you know, which we'll get into, but it just feels like, and you know, these other teams are trying to fleece the Yankees. This is what it is. But I guess we could talk about Yankee stuff.
And listen, I'm pretty sure that obviously, you know, we hearing the news and rumors and all that stuff. The Yankees are out there. Obviously, they understand that there's a glaring need, right? You know, you can't just go from Cole and then just jump to Kluber, who, you know, we haven't seen pitch in a minute. So I'm pretty sure they understand, you know, that's why there's, you know, rumblings and things like that. But
Kluber? You're talking about Kluber?
I don't know, man. No, I'm saying like you can't go from Cole to Kluber. They understand that there's a glaring need there in the starting rotation because there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of we don't know. There's a lot of how Keith said it, you know, hope.
Yeah,
we're talking about Asher Roth.
They're
bro.
hoping Corey Kluber returns to Cy Young form.
Nah, bro, we're talking about Asher
and
Roth.
The simple fact that they're just sitting back. Asher Roth? Asher what?
Asher Wojciechowski?
Wojbomb. The Wojbomb, the Yankee Wojbomb, man. No, but what I'm saying, yeah, like this little tying it in, these little moves, you know, hey, listen, it might work out. You know what I mean? Like when the Yankees got the Damaso Marte, I ain't really hear about the guy, and then you know, big, you know, not everybody's Damaso Marte, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is they're making these little moves, but there's a lot other things that is going on within the you know, whether it's the bench, whether it's the bullpen, and obviously starting pitching, and to be so greedy with, you know, a crop of prospects when there's moves to be made, man. There's teams out there that want to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's teams out there. Yeah. So what's going on? Or is it because they trying to fleece us? I mean, they were asking for Gleyber Torres.
And they were
Yeah,
within their right. There were for those.
They're always
Castillos.
asking for Gleyber.
Bro, I put out a tweet on obviously on Twitter. Where else I'm gonna move? Freaking Instagram. I put out a tweet.
We put tweets on Instagram. We definitely put tweets on Instagram.
I put out a tweet where I said, "Yo,
screenshots of tweets,
bro. Gleyber's gonna be like 56 and shit, like, and they're gonna be like, all right, I need Gleyber Torres in that." They've been asking for Gleyber Torres in like every trade, bro. Every trade. And this like at some point they just gotta be like, I can't ask for Gleyber, bro, because
you know what? Yo, yeah, you know what? That's a cool shirt. We'll talk about it. We'll talk. Thank you, Heraclio. I think that's a good shirt right there. I'll share it in the chat.
I'll say this before we move on. When I see the Padres go all in like this, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good for baseball. It makes me feel good for guys like Fernando Tatis, guys like Manny Machado, who they gave $300 million, guys like, I don't know, Eric Hosmer, who they brought over there to play first base. Sorry for scratching my nose. Right. Who else did they bring over there? Will Myers, Tommy Pham.
Will Myers.
They are all in. They are all in, and it makes me feel good to see it. I do wish, as a Yankee fan, that the Yankees were, doing the same thing, because growing up, the Yankees did do this. But I always fall back on this, and I hate saying it because it might not be true. But there's a Yankee tax, and what we see the Padres do, the Yankees can't do. They're not us. They're a small market team. They've been trying to get back to prominence. The Yankees haven't really fell from prominence. So when I see them making all these moves to shore up their roster and their rotation, I'm like, that's awesome. That's great energy, but we wouldn't have been able to do that. I think Cashman is working. I think we're not done. I hope to see another move. Last Friday was fun.
It was.
But I try not to have too much weight on, damn, why are these other teams doing all this? Because there's 29 teams, and then there's the New York Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. The Luis Castillo rumors reached to the point where somebody said it was reported, or they're coming home. Oh my God, the Yankees get it. And it's like, oh shit, we got him. And then it's like, no, we did it. And then it's like, and then the GM gets tight, like, yo, what the hell are you guys talking about? And then it's, he has to come out and talk. And Clint Frazier says, I'm not fucking leaving. He puts that tweet. I feel like he has to. You talk about, all right, these are Yankee just staples that are going to happen every year. Every trade deadline or every trade discussed, they will ask for Gleyber. And every freaking season until he retires, Clint Frazier will put out the tweet that says, I'm not fucking leaving. That's just what's going to happen. It just feels like Clint is like, bro, it's like, guys, we've been dancing this waltz for years. You're not getting rid of me, all right? Sorry, I'm here to stay. Leave me alone. Talk about somebody else. All right? And something happened with Keith here. I don't know exactly what happened, but it should have like a mad 80s television and shit. Talking
about old motherfuckers.
Public service announcement. If you guys don't know, because you guys
everybody chill.
If you guys don't know,
VCR graphics.
Yeah, he had
it's the HDMI card. It's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that did look like it looked like it's like 80s TV standby, like
80s TV
testing.
That's just dope.
Word.
That shit is dope.
WandaVision.
Yeah, man. As soon as Clint put that out, I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. But I like that. You know what I mean? Like he comes out and everybody talks about the Yankees with the tie.
It's fun.
Suit and tie. It's fun. It's just fun shit, man. It's just fun, and it's funny because Joe, and I get it. It was a little excessive. Joe didn't really like the Clint Frazier, everything, little secret messages and stuff like that. Clint Frazier used to do on Instagram and Twitter. I said, yo,
subliminal messages.
Yeah, that's subliminal. I said, I mean, hey,
I ain't like that shit
because because everybody's like also serious and shit like that. Yo, I like that they have character and stuff like that. But I mean, I was looking at it now. It's like, yeah, that was childish or whatever. But he he grew. That's why seeing Frazier come this far, where now he's like one of the top left fielders in baseball. That's fucking dope. You know what I mean? And in conversation with the Gold, about Gold Glove and And, you know, now that he's probably going to hit his prime, trade him away. I mean, I get it. We need to pitch him, but fuck. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, I love to see the growth out of Clint. I love to see the maturity out of Clint. He was just on MLB Network talking about why he chose to wear a mask and, you know, not caring about what people thought about him. And he even talked about his girl. You see his girl on the gram. He talked about how much she's helped him. I think she works in the medical field. So that's great. And for Clint Frazier, it's like this. Every year he knows his name is on the trading block, and somehow he survives. Somehow he's still here. So I like that we live in the era of Twitter where we, the fans, can stir the pot and kind of start the rumors on the guys we want and throw names around, and it becomes a thing. And then we're also in the era where the players can respond on their own. Like Bernie Williams didn't have a Twitter. Derek Jeter didn't have a Twitter. Brett Gardner still doesn't have a Twitter. But Clint Frazier is going on Twitter. He's putting up Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not leaving, basically as an answer to everybody out there that's adding him, that's making his name trend. Like, yo, like, leave me out of this shit.
Bro, Clint right now is to the point where one day, I feel like this was going to happen with Clint, right? One day, people are going to look back and be like, hey, man, the same way that people talk about, hey, George Steinbrenner almost traded away Mariano Rivera. Kind of, I'm not putting him out there like him being Mariano, but almost had a trade for Mariano Rivera and Bernie Williams. Hey, Clint Frazier was almost traded every freaking offseason. And then he was like, I'm not fucking leaving. And he didn't left. I think he was the one that convinced Cashman. He's the one that he just looks at him like Cashman comes in the room. He's like, what's good? You know I ain't leaving, right? Like, all right, I'm not touching this guy. Like, hey, all right, whatever.
They thought I left, but I'll be in left.
Well, they thought I left, but I'll be in left. Well, that's a T-shirt right there. That's a shirt right there, Chris. That's a shirt right there. Put that shit in the ideas.
Yeah, I'm putting it out there, man. Just putting it out there, man. You know,
they thought I left, but I'll be in left. I was like, man, it'll be fucking mean if Cashman trades him after that tweet. Like, I'm not fucking leaving. That's just mean, bro. That's just mean. You can't do that. Don't do that to people. Bro,
I don't think he'll do it to him like he did to Cortez. Like, you know.
Bro, but he's literally done everything. Like, he's like, all right, I need you to be quiet and be a stand-up citizen and be mature. He did that this season with the media. All right, cool. I'll be quiet. I won't be so crazy. All right, I'm going to need you to chill out with your hair. He did that. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to need you to, I don't know, play defense. All right, cool. I did that. All right, no problem. I'm going to need you to, motherfucker, okay, you know what? I'm bat left-handed. He hits 360. Now what? What else you want me to do, bro? Like, come on, bro. Shit.
Yeah, yo, listen. You know what's wild? Frazier batting left. The conversation of him being traded would have been crazy right now. If Frazier was a lefty, the conversation.
Absolutely. They'll probably put him somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
but again, it's from what he showed us last season, the crazy ass season. He's here to stay, man. See what he gives us.
He's got to do it again. Got to show me. I mean, I think we are banking on him to be the starting left fielder. So
yeah, Clint, do it again, Clint. At this point, just get it tatted. I'm not fucking leaving. That's it.
With Leo's face.
That's it. I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah, I mean that's all really for Yankee news. Oh yeah, they signed Asher Roth.
We want to talk about this Asher Roth, Woj housekeeping cat. Like
his ERA is close to 5. I don't know.
It's like a non-factor.
I don't know what's
it kind of pissed me off when I saw it because I'm
he
like,
said he got keep in a bad mood.
Yo, you seen what I put in the chat? I'm like, yo, I knew Cashman was gonna do this shit. I knew he was gonna go bargain bin shopping.
Bro, Cashman
knew he was gonna sign somebody nobody ever heard of to be like, just to be active, just to be out there in the news somewhere. Like the Yankees did make a move. I don't want to see this right now.
Yeah.
No, it was right now, Bob Nightingale. Yeah, it was Bob Nightingale. So I mean, take it for what you want. Yeah, everybody, listeners all over the world. Yeah, pitcher Asher, 32, has been invited to the Yankees. I'll learn your name, bro. Trust me, I'll learn your name.
Wojciechowski.
I'll learn your name. Wojciechowski. Okay, Wojciechowski. 30. Asher Wojciechowski.
Whoa.
I told you, boy. I'm a soldier. Hey, 32 has been invited to the Yankees major league camp this spring on a minor league deal that pays him $750,000. $50,000 if he makes it to the big leagues. He pitched last year for the Orioles and has a career 9-15 record. Jesus Christ.
Well, he was on the
5.95
Orioles, bro.
ERA.
He was on the Orioles. I mean,
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you know what I mean?
Trash.
I learned his name. Hey, like, he might get his jersey. You never know. You don't know. I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
My name.
Some more. Well, one more thing. Julian Galarte tweeted out Michael King and Judge are both down in Tampa and had a live BP this week. So that's dope.
Nice.
GNT Sports Talk. We the hottest on the net. Something like that. I listen to Julian's pod. We've been on Julian's pod, Joe's and I. And Julian actually was the one that,
Julian,
hit me up today on LinkedIn. And then I brought it to Twitter. And he was like, you going to spring training? I'm like, what you mean going to spring training? I'm like, people are going to spring training? Yeah, versus, with the Bernie Sanders Bernie Sanders is waiting for versus to start. That's a good one. I was getting tired of seeing them, but that's a funny one.
That's hilarious.
What was I saying?
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, let's have this spring training conversation because I started tweeting out some stuff about that today. Julian messaged me today on LinkedIn, you going to spring training? I respond, I was already over it. I thought we weren't going. I thought like they weren't having fans. I already, in my mind, was like, we're not doing spring training this year.
I don't really know.
Then I thought about it. The Super Bowl is across the street, literally across the highway. George M. Steinbrenner Field is across from Raymond James Stadium where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. They are supposed to have anywhere from 13 to 16,000 people in there the first Sunday in February. Why can't they have 3,000 people, 4,000 people across the street 3 weeks later at George M. Steinbrenner Field for the first spring training game?
How many people holds the Steinbrenner?
I think like 10 racks.
George M. Steinbrenner Field, I actually was looking today because I was tweeting with people. I think maximum capacity is 11,000, but on average, they average like 8,000, 9,000. I think if they look to do 3,000, 4,000, about half of what they average, they could space it out. They could make it safe.
Keith, let me ask you a question. I don't know about you. I don't know how to behave at a baseball game yet. Like I don't know, bro. Like I know how I am normally when I go to a game. People come to me, say what up all the time. Like, yo, like you know what I mean. And I'm always like real open. You know what I mean, saying what up to people. You know what I mean.
Socially distanced hellos. Socially distanced pictures.
The head nod, yo. The head nod.
You could take a selfie with me. Yeah. You take the selfie, and I'll be like 10 feet behind you, so I'll be in the camera. Like that's what we're gonna do. Like you can see me in the camera, but I'm behind. Like I'm 10 feet behind, like waving, like because the way I look at it is like, bro, we can go back to the stadiums and watch the games like in our own little like space cubicle, whatever, and not have to interact with everybody, not be bumping shoulders with people, not be scooting through the aisle. Excuse me, that's my seat right there. I think it's going to be better. And I'm so like live baseball, live sports deprived. I'm so starved to get back into doing what I love. If they put these tickets on sale for Tampa, I think February 27th is the first spring training game. And then that goes all the way till late March. If they put these tickets on sale, I'm buying tickets and I'm going to fly down there. Like, this is what I love to do and what I get paid to do. Why wouldn't I go? And a bunch of people replied, oh, I don't want to get COVID. Oh, they don't wear masks down there. You can't trust Florida. Well, what if I get vaccinated? What if I get the vaccine and go?
I don't even know if that means anything, Keith. That's the thing. Like, I put out a tweet the other day. I was like, yo, because I'm thinking about the vaccine. And I'm like, yo, if I get this vaccine, like, I gotta still wear a mask. And people are like, yeah, because you can still catch it. I'm like, whoa. They're like, yeah, but if you still catch it, or maybe you catch it, you pass it to somebody else. I'm like, wait. What?
And they have to make the mask mandatory because people can lie and be like, I'm vaccinated. No, everyone wear the masks for however much longer we have to wear them for the numbers to go down, whether you have the vaccine or not.
Yeah,
well, the thing is that there's a two-parter for the mask, right? And that's what I've heard. There's a first part, and then you got to wait a certain time. I don't know if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you got to get the second one, the booster or whatever have you.
Bro, give me the
I guess
shit
it's
that's gonna
just-
give me my mutant powers, bro. That's what I want. I want my.
I mean,
mutant powers.
it's just like the flu shot. You got the flu shot, and you still could catch the flu. That's why you gotta do the flu every year, like the flu shot every year, right? So
I ain't even gonna
I
talk
don't know.
about that shit.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work out and everything. I'd rather wait to see, and I think that's what a lot of people are doing. Like, wait to see what the vaccine does and how what's gonna happen and capacity and within the stadium. I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens with football. We already see what's happening with the NBA, and it's I think
All I know is, bro, don't come around me
Grizzlies.
coughing and shit like, whoa, yo, what's good? Yo, come on, what you doing?
I
bro?
went to Mexico, bro. I went to Mexico and back. I'm not afraid to go to Tampa.
No, but I guess it all depends on what they got to do and how they do it. You know what I mean? If football does this and they're successful, I mean, let's see. I think some arenas in the NBA they're allowing fans. I think it's Florida.
Yeah, the Nets played in Ohio at the. It's not Quicken Loans Arena anymore.
I'm gonna have to
But they
ask.
just
I'm gonna have to
played,
ask John Boy
last
how
night
he
in
was
Ohio.
during the World Series. I'm gonna have to ask John Boy to see how he was during the World Series and shit. Like,
Right, baseball already did it. And
Yeah,
one
they
other
already did that,
point,
yeah. That's
the
true.
Tampa
That's
Bay
true.
Rays said they're gonna start the season off with fans. So if they're doing like, come on, if the Tampa Bay Rays said we're gonna have fans, you think the Yankees aren't gonna try and get their cut? You think the Yankees aren't gonna try and get in on that in Florida because New York ain't promised. If they can get some revenue in Tampa in February, they're trying to get back, man. They're trying to get their funds back, and I will give them my money. Shut up and take my money. Like literally, I will buy tickets. I will buy merch. I will buy overpriced food and beer.
you can also buy PinstripeStrong merch.
If the Yankees if the Yankees could get fans in Florida, they still can't get fans in New York. You think they'll stay in Florida?
No.
Right?
Hell no. What the hell?
Money, B.
Nah, I don't know.
Well,
Nah.
they'll let us know. I mean,
Facilities,
it'll be
facilities,
ridiculous.
yo.
Obviously, it'll be
Right,
ridiculous.
facilities and homes. Garrett Cole bought a crib in Greenwich, Connecticut. He ain't staying in Florida.
I'll be
not for
damned.
nothing. I mean, George M. Steinbrenner Field is a lot smaller. I think they'll have a better chance getting fans in the stadium.
11,000 capacity or 53,000 capacity.
Exactly. Get 15,000 in the stadium as opposed to 3,000 in Florida. So
Even though I think it's quiet for capacity, like that's dead. They're not filling
this
these
season is
stadiums up to
quiet.
capacity for a long time. But
And it's
in
gonna be a
Yankee
while
Stadium,
before you go in there raw.
if you can fit 50,000 people into Yankee Stadium,
all right.
and then you cut that in half, which I think they're going to probably do like 40%. So like 20,000 people, that's a lot of people per game. That's a lot of people per game. I think they can figure this out. What I'm saying basically with the spring training stuff is I'm keeping an eye on it because if I get vaccinated, which I am in the queue in New Jersey, I just showed y'all the email before we went live. Like I'm getting updates and I'm getting closer. Like, hey, you're going to be able to get vaccinated. If I get vaccinated and they put these tickets on sale, I'm buying tickets, I'm booking a flight, and I'll be down there. And I would love you guys to join, but I'm not telling you guys to do that because this whole thing with coronavirus and COVID and this pandemic, it's individually different for everybody and who you're around. Some people are around elderly people, some people are around people with higher risk, pre-existing conditions. I'm not. I'm with my girl, and even if my girl don't want to go to Tampa, I'm going to Tampa. I hit her up today, like, yo, if this is going down, I'm going.
Coronavirus.
I'm going.
Coronavirus. I'm telling you,
going.
shit is real.
I gotta live my life.
Yeah.
Hey.
Next week podcast. Yeah, man. I don't know about Florida. No, you know what I mean. Florida. Yeah, you guys are right, man. You guys are right about Florida. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it should remind you of that.
Next week.
That shit reminds me of
Next
in
week's
the
podcast.
same skit, with I forget. I was gonna explain. I forget it. Anyway, guys,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was gonna say it. It was just that I was just talking about like that the Dave Chappelle skit with shit. What the fuck? Where he says,
Which one?
yeah, man, like, I wasn't trying to kick people and all that, and I wasn't trying to do all of that stuff, and that shit is crazy.
Rick James.
Yeah, with Rick James. He's like, I wasn't trying to kick people and do all of that stuff. What kind of man do I look like? Yeah, I was actually out there. I was actually kicking them in the same shit. He said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Nah, yo, man. I'm telling you, man.
We got some
crazy,
voicemails.
right?
You guys want to listen to some voicemails real quick?
We do have some voicemails, man.
We got some voicemails.
I think we covered it.
Voicemails.
We have some Twitter questions too. We got one Twitter question.
Oh, okay. Here's some voicemails right here from the community. If you want to leave some questions, drop a phone call 347-389-4898 4898.
Hey.
Let me see if I can get this right first try. I hope so.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Moves out here. Just letting you know, man, I just came over here to visit. Know what I mean? We ain't done yet. You feel me? My name is Moves, and I'm about making them. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just let you know.
Moves?
I'm putting
We
you
found
guys
moves, Keith.
on notice. Okay. I'm here
Who is
about
that?
it. And that's my energy. All right? PinstripeStrong. I've been watching you guys. All right? Been watching you guys a little bit closer. And the Yankees weren't making any moves because I ain't come. All right? So I'm here now.
Moves.
My name is Moves,
Moves.
and I'm out.
He's still talking.
Yeah, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Give moves.
Voicemail.
A round of applause.
Hold on. What's it?
The fuck? This shit's not working. Oh,
What the fuck?
oh,
It's still
yeah,
on?
I'm not making the right moves.
He said I'm not making the right moves. Of course.
Was that Jamal?
Guys, if you guys don't know,
Hey, yo, moves.
in the
Moves got
last
a card of the week.
podcast, we basically we were speaking like Moves was a person. You know what I mean? And I guess somebody.
Yo, moves know all the rumors, B. Moves be out there, yo. We out here, B.
Said my name is Moves.
Yo, moves calling every week, B.
Oh my God. Shit, man. Nobody takes this shit serious, yo. Even the people that call in.
Next.
Guys, it's Jack from DC.
What up,
I
Jack?
have a couple quick questions for you both about the bullpen. What do you guys think is the chances, if he's still on the team by the time you guys hear this? Because if he's not, that'd be pretty funny. That Otto returns to 2019 form. And can you explain to me like why he was used basically like a semi-righty only guy? Because I feel like that wasn't a thing in 2009 or 2019, and it just came out of nowhere. Like he was just all of a sudden like only facing righties. It's very bizarre. Also, is Nick Nelson like a legit bullpen prospect? Because I think he's pretty young. And is he just gonna be like another Luis Sessa or Jonathan Holder type? Because I mean, he's pumping 97, 98 with a nasty slider, and I think there's a good chance that he becomes a big part of our bullpen by the end of next year. Well, anyways, go Yankees. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you so much, youngin. Appreciate you. Young
What
blood.
up, Jack?
And a great voicemail
DC
deserves a
in the
great
house.
response. Yes,
Bad
DC in the
news.
house.
So he said Ottavino's usage.
He said, why is it possible that we could get Ottavino back to kind of how he was? Because
19?
it feels like, he says it feels like they only use them against righties and, out of the bullpen. And, I don't know if you could, for me, I share the same sentiment because I don't think you could pay a guy that's making 10 million, his 10 million, what is it, 8 or 10?
$9 million,
$9
almost
million.
10.
Yeah, that's just gonna come in for, you can't even do the one hitter thing, the one hitter quitter guy any longer. You have to be able to get these guys out. I started looking into his numbers, his lefty righty splits. I mean, guys were hitting almost 300 against him, the lefties.
Yeah. The Blue Jays had a blast.
They did, literally.
But that was a little crazy because didn't his like first 5 appearances like they were like solid?
You know what it was? I think he was a victim of kind of like the short season a little bit, and he got in his head with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think the short season, he had a lot of really rough starts in the beginning, and then when you're a reliever, I'm gonna be honest, bro, like first of all, in the regular season, if you like, I remember Mo used to blow his like. If he'll blow like a save early type shit, that ERA looking crazy. Like still in like
no way to get back.
Still in like June and shit. Like, yo, Mo, you said you had a 4? What's going on? Then by the end of the year, you know, he's at like low 3s, high 2s. But then it's a grind to get your ERA down because the innings are not the same thing as a starter, right? So I think he was a victim of the short season. I mean, guys are hitting almost 300.
He also was a victim of us losing Tommy Kahnle, and we were all victims of that. That threw off the bullpen. And Ottavino is, like you said, $9 million. He's a veteran. He's making $9 million. He's a high-leverage reliever. He's supposed to be used in high-leverage situations, and he just kept failing. He had a few bad outings where it was like, damn, we just wanted to see him throw that Frisbee. We wanted to see the, like, you know, Otto that comes in, line him up, knock him down, and he couldn't find it. And when he gave up that grand slam in Buffalo to the Blue Jays, I just was like, yo, I don't think the Yankees trust him anymore. I don't trust him anymore. And once they lose trust in you, they're not going to put you in the postseason. Yeah. And once you're not in the postseason and you're making $9 million as a veteran, it's just not good for you. So can Otto get back to his 2019 form when we were putting him in and Kahnle and we had it kind of set up? It was the bullpen was set up much better to go to Britton, go to Chapman, and I think he can get back. I'm interested to see how this bullpen shakes out. I think he can get back, but I don't want to rely on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he's back in that pen, he's
got plenty of room to get better. But I don't, as a Yankee fan and as all fans, we manage the team. I wouldn't go into the season thinking that that's my high leverage guy. Like,
Keith,
in a 1-run ball game, like
if he's on the roster and if he's on the roster
and we're paying him $9 million, we're gonna use him like that.
Then he needs to
and
get
there was also some games.
Go ahead.
There was also some games where certain, like, he was used out of place because there was certain weapons out of the bullpen that we didn't have due to injury or whatever have you, or just not being able to pitch well. He was one of them, and it fucked up everybody else too, right? Because there was some games where there was some pitchers that were pitching an extra inning, and it's like, yo, but where's Otto? Like, where's this guy? What's going on? And it's because there was just no trust there. So to the point that people this offseason talking about trading him to make some to open up some cap space. So it would benefit us more for him to be good. But if there's a trade in the works and then we got a way to,
by the way, people are telling me don't call it cap space because it's not cap. There's no cap in baseball.
What is
last podcast? It's just
there's a luxury tax.
Luxury tax. All right.
And there's room. There's room to stay under the luxury tax or go over the luxury tax. There's no salary cap in baseball. There probably should be a salary cap in baseball.
There should be. There should be.
I know Jake talks about that a lot.
There shouldn't be a salary cap.
We watch basketball and we watch football, and I mean that's a whole nother podcast. I'm not even going down that wormhole. Salary cap versus no salary cap.
There should be a salary floor, not a salary cap. You should.
There should also be a free agency period in baseball where it's like this is the time.
Yeah. There needs to be a salary floor this week. You face these teams, but that's another conversation.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, luxury tax. All right, luxury tax, guys. They trying to so just to open that up and see what other moves we can make. There's still relievers out there, but are they better than a very good Otto?
You know what? I was looking for Jack's question. I was looking at different numbers and things like that. Even in 2019, he had these splits where lefties are still hitting 241. So I could see them still kind of trying to shy away from him anyway on the lefty side. My thing with Otto is that he got in his head when runners were on base, bro. It got to the point where they couldn't even bring him into games when guys were on base because he's too much in his head. But how about you give me freaking 2018 Otto, bro? When this is the Yankees, the guy that the Yankees signed, all right, from the Rockies. 2018 Otto had a
2019.
No. I'm saying get me a 2018. Get me a 2018 Otto. That's the guy that the Yankees thought that they signed, where it didn't matter if it was lefty or righty, guys wasn't touching him. Versus lefties. Lefties were only batting 179. Righties were only batting 142. And, that's the 2018. Give me that guy. All right.
Yeah, what's crazy is
And
that
that's in
2019,
Coors.
his ERA was
That's in
lower.
Coors. That's in Coors.
What is exactly a 2.43 ERA and being a Rocky might as well be a 0.79.
Exactly.
If you're pitching in college. But in 2019, he had a 1.90 ERA in the AL East, pitching in the AL East, which is insane,
hitters parks, but there's no more hitter park than freaking.
No, that is true.
Coors Field. So
these are facts.
Yeah, that's good. Good voicemail. Good question.
He also he said Nick Nelson. He brought up Nick Nelson as well.
Oh yes, Nick Nelson.
And he said, can we trust him as somebody who could come out? I think that's what he said. As a big guy out of the bullpen, throws 97 and all that.
I like Nelson.
Hey man, he had 2 appearances in the postseason in 2020, and he killed. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's positive.
That
he's young.
That's dope. Exactly. He's young, first time. Hey man, if that gives him any confidence, more confidence than when he walked in on that field. Hey, listen, maybe that's the reason why the Yankees could lose a Holder and a Canely or whatever, because maybe they trust Nick Nelson. Maybe they like what they saw.
Another one.
What do you guys think?
No, I feel the same. Maybe the Yankees too, but I feel like you gotta. We talked about in the previous podcast what the pen was before, how deep it was. Shit was 6 deep when Batanzas was here, versus what it is now. And now it's basically only 3 deep in the auto question mark, us wanting a 2018 auto. There's not many sure things out there. So we just want to get some sure things because when you don't have trust in your relievers.
It's a sure thing.
When you're only trusting those 3 relievers, man, then you get what you got in Game 5. Of the ALDS. I'm dead ass, bro. That shit was fucking sad to see, man. Well, you got to bring in Chapman in the 7th inning. Like that's crazy. But let's not get back to that. That's old. That's old. Yeah, that what I mean. That's old vibes. Next voicemail, right?
We like Nick Nelson over here, Jack.
Yeah, you like him.
Yo, boys. This is Max from calling from Nebraska. Big Yankee fan. What I don't like about Yankees Twitter right now is how everyone's bashing that we need a new shortstop and they don't really believe in Gleyber. But Gleyber's young, and I really feel like he hasn't really proven himself yet, and he's still got plenty of time to do that. We should give him more of a shot. Let me know what you guys think about that.
Agreed. I'm sure I've spoken on PinstripeStrong about Gleyber being 23 last year. Gleyber getting his first full-time shortstop job in a 60-game season. Me rather him go through his growing pains, take his lumps in a 60-game season, and then we'll see what he does in 162. I know people aren't high on him as a shortstop, but I think he can be a solid enough shortstop for us. And Yankees Twitter is obsessed with Didi Gregorius. Didi Gregorius can post anything on his social media, and people are like, we're getting Didi back. Wouldn't you want to see Didi back? We should give Didi a 1 year. It's like, yo, we have our shortstop, we have our second baseman, we have our infield. Some of y'all got to give Gleyber Torres a chance to grow up, mature, and be great. He's a hard worker. He's a rare talent. He's a prodigy. You think this kid isn't repping? He isn't taking reps and taking ground balls and trying to get better? He is. And I think I even heard John Boy and Jake talk about his mistakes were lazy mistakes or cavalier mistakes or mistakes where, throwing errors or just, switching the ball and switching hands with the ball, things that can be corrected. So I am willing to give Gleyber this season. I'd like to see through the course of 162 what the young man looks like. I've also spoken on Mariano, Derek Jeter, all of these guys. If you go into their baseball reference page and you look at how many errors they had their first full-time starting job year or whatever, they all go through it. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough playing shortstop for the Yankees. I think you got to at this point, Yankees, by signing DJ, are telling you he's our shortstop, right? Until we
our second
see,
baseman.
No, I'm saying
yes.
Gleyber, that Gleyber's our shortstop. We gotta believe in the homie. You know what I mean? That's it. I resigned to that. Even in the offseason, I was saying, man, this kind of defense is not gonna work. Keith reiterated many times on this podcast about how this season wasn't a regular season, bro. Some people didn't come in ready physically. Maybe he's gonna come. We're gonna see how he shows up into camp. We're gonna see what kind of energy he brings in over a full 162, playing shortstop, where instead of you playing 60 games, Keith, where you can only make a certain amount of adjustments. And the same thing for Gary, too. You only have 60 games to try out this new catching style, like figure it out. What the hell? Gleyber, you got 60 games to figure out shortstop where you haven't played it in a little while. You've been playing second base. Oh, yeah, for the Yankees. Oh, yeah, in high-pressure games. I'm going to need you to do that. It's like, okay, let's see it over 162. Over a course of 162, you start to really weed out what a person, really is. You start to see, their tendencies. And then, you know what? That's a better barometer. Let's use that. Right? Everybody's had a normal offseason, I think, to this point. Let's knock on wood. A normal offseason to this point. Let's keep it that way. Show up into camp. There's already guys there. Guys are getting ready. They're getting their bodies in shape. And there's no excuse for not showing up in shape this time. Let's go ahead and do it. That's what I think with that, man. Let's just believe in Gleyber, man.
I believe in Gleyber. Everybody loves Gleyber over here. Listen, when it comes to the postseason, how we look at, every player that comes through the Yankees, whether via trade, signing, or through the system, we always measure them on how they do or what they do in the playoffs, in the postseason, right? And if you've been a Yankee fan, let's just say, even if you're a new Yankee fan, and you just started 3 years ago, you see what Gleyber does in the postseason. He's no slouch in the postseason. He gets up in the postseason. You're gonna trade that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about his numbers, right? 2020, and it was a real bad year defensively. His numbers weren't over there, and I don't have the advanced stats or whatever, but OPS 1.262. 5 RBIs, 2 home runs, average 0.435 at 23. He's 24 now, or he was 24 then. But that doesn't happen often. There's people that spend years, that no hits or just nothing. They don't do anything. But this young guy who's manning shortstop, that whole conversation with DDB,
I'm tired of it, bro. I don't want to hear it no more.
I'm tired of that DD conversation, and it's funny because
it's gone, bro. That's it.
I watched Derek Jeter's the video when they called him, to let him know that he's in the Hall of Fame. And when you see Jeter, you always think about, damn, 20 years, be like, he think about all the plays, the big hits, and everything like that. And I'm like, damn, son, I really miss Jeter. Every time you see a video of Jeter, it's like, damn, I really miss Jeter. I feel like people feel like that 10 times more for Didi. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I know he was the one that took over after Jeter, but it's like, yo, bro, really? Like, it's like that? Like,
maybe this is another podcast, but I feel like people think like we won the World Series in 2017, man. Like, I understand. No, I understand it was a special year. It was a fun postseason. We didn't win. All right? That's it. Like, I appreciate everybody.
We didn't even go.
I get it. The Astros, blah, 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 whatever. But we didn't win, bro. I'm sick of talking about 2017. It's all good. It's great memories, all that stuff, but I'm over that.
You know who's our shortstop right now, 2021? You know who's going to be right in that lineup? Gleyber Torres.
Just want to do my job.
If you don't like it, then, go to San Diego, man. We'll see you in the World Series, B.
I just want to do my job, play my game.
Have my thing.
That's it.
The Gleyber laws. Those are the Gleyber laws,
people. That's the Gleyber laws, guys.
Laws with a Z.
And this is the last thing I'll say on this. You want to remember Gleyber, anything you think about with Gleyber, just think about 2018 in the ALDS when the Yankees were going to lose to the Red Sox in Game 4 and him being that last at bat, and when he hit, he was working it and he hit a little dribbler, and I never seen that man doesn't have too much speed. All right, I was really surprised how much speed he doesn't have, but he doesn't have that much speed. And I just remember how much Gleyber hustled down the line, like in that trying to get to first, bro. Like if he could extend his body further to be safe in that, in that inning, to extend it just a little bit more, and you could tell the pain he felt. I mean, Gleyber hustled, bro. Like he really tried. So I always think about that whenever I get in my mind about Gleyber, but.
Yeah, man.
Let's see.
You love Gleyber over here, B.
What's good?
Gleyber.
Totally stoked about Kluber. Totally stoked about the season. ready for this next one. Hoping that we get some dubs. And final thought, although J-Happ did not have a great ending with the Yankees, he had a hell of a career. And it kind of bothers me when people talk so much shit about him. But yeah. I mean, if you look at his longevity, he's one of the oldest in the game right now. He's still going, so I feel like he deserves some props. Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. So, thanks, guys.
All right. Well, I mean,
never getting any props from me.
I mean, all right.
Never did anything good for me. No, he did all right for us, but I got no love for J-Happ. I was trying to get him sent to the moon in 2018 when his hand was shaking against the Boston Red Sox. I know y'all done heard me say that 1,000 times. I'm like, get this guy out of here. We got him because of his numbers against the Boston Red Sox. We get into the ALDS against the Boston Red Sox, and the stage is too big. The lights are too bright. He wasn't ready. I was ready to get rid of him then. We let him rock for 2 more years, and I had to sit through a bunch of his starts. Some were good. Most were not that good. Goodbye, J-Happ. I don't care about your career at all.
Well, let's look at his stuff here. When he came over, he was undefeated down the stretch. He didn't lose. Red Sox were a good team. They gave him the pill, and he didn't do it. But I thought, it's just one start in the playoffs. And Roger Clemens got bombed in starts. I'm not saying he's Roger Clemens, but I mean that year, if you think about it, with the Yankees, 2019, in 161 innings, what we got here for you, Mr. Happy? Were you happy? All right, here we go. 2019. Never mind. On to the next question. 4.91 ERA. No, bro. I get he was 12-8.
Bro, fuck J-Happ.
I appreciate your voicemail, my guy.
Thank you for leaving the voicemail, yo. But no, we're not gonna spend time.
Yeah, we good. We good on
good
Happ.
riddance.
Yeah, we good on Happ. We good on Happ.
Good over here, man. We good.
Had some innings, but that's all I could really say right there. All right. Anyway,
numbers and the percentages.
Yes.
Of J-Happ.
Yes.
Fucking J-Happ.
But thanks for the voicemail. Appreciate it.
Call the voicemail.
Yeah, feel free to call the voicemail. 347-389-4898. We had some good ones. We had some good ones tonight. My bad, we were a little over on the app, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Maybe we'll get some last words from you, gentlemen, man. What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Last words, Keith.
DJ LeMahieu has to win 2 World Series and 2 MVPs is the consensus for him to get his number retired or get a plaque in Monument Park in the next 6 years. I would love to see it.
Twitter question.
Go ahead.
I think that's reasonable. 2 in the next 6.
I mean, we don't have to answer the whole question. I just wanted to get that out there because I like to dream big. I would like to watch another Yankee get retired. We watch Jeter, we watch Paul, we watch Bernie. I'm trying to see some of these guys do it. Judge, they've been saying you're supposed to be the captain. Earn that captaincy. Give us a season where you play 140 games.
X.
All right. What about you, Chris?
Yo, we just got to make one more move, man. One more move. Well, not one more, but in terms of the starting pitching, we just got to do something. Spring training is right there. It's getting really, really close. So, say Pinstripe Strong, everybody.
And yeah, man. Let's ready up for this week here, this weekend. I want to try to see if maybe we could get in the studio and just freaking kick it a bit. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. Watch our YouTube, which we're gonna rebrand as just the PinstripeStrong YouTube, as we're gonna come out with a whole bunch of different videos, just Yankee related, kind of put a nice hip hop vibe as well with it. We got a lot of stuff that we're brainstorming. We're trying to get it out there, right? And ready so that when the season starts, it's ready to go, man. But I'm excited where things are going. PinstripeStrong. and for everybody and all that stuff. And we're getting into parts of the song that I never heard before. So, like I always say, guys.
You hear a saxophone out of nowhere? Saxophone.
Make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. Say pinstripe strong. Let's go. Yankees, tell them no and happy birthday, my son.
Happy birthday, Noah.